Gentleman from Oklahoma, Mr. Brecheen, for 5 minutes of questioning.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you to our witnesses. As you discussed, whether it be the Chinese Communist Party or Iran, North Korea, a number of actors could be a real threat using agroterrorism. And what you all are discussing, throws open the door to billions, hundreds of billions of dollars of economic harm. Just thinking through, as was discussed during the times of the past, extended periods of warfare where this could be employed when you really have to rely on domestic production. So with that real threat, what we do know is GAO is shared with the public about the massive amounts of land that has been purchased, some near military bases, and the prosperity of our country that is so dependent upon production agriculture. I want to kind of figure out, Dr. Vanier, where are we most vulnerable? Is it animal disease? Is it plant disease? And then as a follow-up question, anybody else on the panel, is the purchasing of land, many times near military installations, does that factor in? Or is that just ancillary to the conversation for other potentially nefarious means? So, Dr. Vanier.
Thank you, Congressman. Well, my orientation is animal health. Animal health certainly is a tremendous threat in the sense that we not only would have issues with livestock production, and you've seen that already with PEDV in swine, high-path avian influenza, the idea that HPAI can now jump and infect dairy cattle. So there are all of those ancillary effects, and as Dr. George stated, it spreads, all of these things can spread so quickly that we can't get our arms around it. I do, though, want to recognize threats that exist in the plant world and field crops. We have folks at Kansas State who do a significant amount of work looking at crop diseases, and they tend to be the redheaded stepchild. It's not, if I could use the term, it's not nearly as sexy as an animal disease. And the difference that we have too is that the crops don't get up and walk around. So it can be a little easier to control those because you've got the plants in place, but being able to diagnose these diseases quickly to get around the disease, to corral it and be able to manage it before the crop is harvested, before the crop is transported, and allow for the potential for spread.
Does anybody want to follow up on my question relative to is the foreign ownership of land in the United States, could it factor in? Could they be utilizing that land for something nefarious relative to spreading it quickly on land that they control? Dr. George, you look like you're nodding your head.
Yes. From a military perspective, this is what you would want to do. You don't just do recon. If you can put people on the ground, and you can put people on the ground near facilities, near the universities, near where the research is going on, near where the vulnerabilities are, you would go ahead and do it. I'd give you a different example just quickly. I went to the University of Hawaii for my doctorate in public health. Hawaii, we wanted Hawaii because of the military significance that it has in terms of protecting our nation. Yet lots of land has been sold to the Japanese and to the Chinese and many others. What happens when they own the entire state, or most of it, and we have all of those military assets sitting there? It's the same thing here domestically, or in the continental United States.
And just following up, I got 12 seconds left. So is it more so, if I'm understanding, Dr. Vanier, your comments in tandem with Dr. George's comments, that animal husbandry on foreign-owned assets, that could be really an experimenting location to where you can spread animal disease really quickly?
Yes, it could. Once again, depending on the nature of the land that they've purchased. So in many cases, if it's grassland or they've purchased a feedlot, then yes, that would be an animal disease issue. If the land they've purchased is cropland, then you're naturally going to think about the potential of a crop disease.
Thank you.